Welcome back to Inspire Talks. Glowing star title: Don't let the child inside you die. There is a child living inside every adult. A child who once believed in magic, who laughed without checking if someone was watching, who cried freely, who dreamed fearlessly, who lived without the weight of the world on their shoulders. But somewhere on the journey of growing up, that child slowly gets buried. Under responsibilities, expectations, pressure, heartbreak, and the need to appear strong. This is the story of Ishan, a man who forgot the child inside him, until life brought him to a moment where he finally realized that losing that child was the biggest loss of all. The man who grew up too fast. Ishan was the type of person everyone called mature, responsible, and serious. Words that sound like compliments, but are actually tiny funerals for the child within. At 28, he was successful, stable, and disciplined. He woke up early, worked late, planned everything, and smiled rarely. He believed laughter was for children, dreams were for teenagers, and life was for surviving, not enjoying. People admired him, but no one noticed that beneath that calm face was a silent exhaustion, a heaviness he couldn't explain, a feeling that something precious had slipped away long ago. That something was himself, his younger self, his free self, the child inside him who once painted clouds, chased butterflies, and believed anything was possible. The moment he saw his past. One weekend, Ishan went to visit his sister, Mahi. Her 6-year-old son, Vihan, ran to him the moment he entered the house.
Mama, Mama.
Chachu gay. Kids love people with warm hearts, even if the person doesn't know they still have one. Vihan pulled Ishan by the hand. Chachu, let's play. I made a fort with sofa cushions. We can be superheroes. Ishan forced a smile.
No, Budhi. I'm tired.
Go play alone. Vihan looked disappointed but nodded. He went back to his little fort, playing with full imagination, talking to imaginary dragons, saving invisible worlds, laughing at things only he could see. Ishan watched him. Something tugged at his heart. A memory. A small but bright memory. He saw himself at that age, building forts, drawing galaxies, dancing in the rain, believing that every day was a new adventure. And for the first time in years, a question came to his mind. When did I stop being happy? The box of childhood. Later that evening, while helping his sister clean the storeroom, he opened an old cardboard box. Inside were his childhood memories, dusty, forgotten, untouched. A superhero cape he had made out of a bedsheet, a drawing of his dream world, a diary full of childish handwriting, a small toy car he once carried everywhere, and then he found a paper, a note written by his younger self. Dear future me, please don't stop dreaming. Please don't stop playing. Please don't become boring. Please don't forget me. Ishan froze. Something inside him cracked open. He sat down on the floor holding that note, and for the first time in years, tears rolled down his face. He whispered, I'm sorry. I did forget you. The night of truth. That night, he couldn't sleep. The note echoed in his mind. When had he stopped dreaming? When had he stopped laughing? When had he started pretending that joy was childish? All his life, he had worked so hard to be serious that he had forgotten how to be alive. He looked at the superhero cape again. It was silly, it was childish, and it was the truest part of him. He realized he didn't lose his childlike spirit because he grew up. He lost it because he thought he wasn't allowed to be joyful anymore. The rebirth of the child. The next morning, something changed in Ishan. A small spark, a soft ignition of the child he once was. Vihan ran to him again, holding 2 toy swords. Chachu, ready to fight the dragons? Instead of refusing, Ishan smiled, a real smile, the kind that comes from the heart and reaches the eyes. And he said, yes, superhero, let's save the world. They played, they laughed, they shouted, they made a mess, and for the first time in years, Ishan felt free. He didn't feel stupid. He didn't feel childish. He felt alive. Later, he went to the terrace alone, looked up at the sky, and whispered, "I'm back, not to the world, but to himself." How the world noticed the change. People around him felt the difference. He still worked hard, but he smiled more. He still planned life, but he also lived it. He still acted mature, but he didn't fear silliness anymore. He started painting again. He started traveling again. He started talking to old friends again. He started loving sunsets again. The child inside him wasn't dead. He was just waiting, patiently, for Ishan to open the door again. The realization. One evening, Ishan stood before the mirror and asked himself, "Why do we kill the happiest part of ourselves, just to look grown up?" He understood something profound. Growing up is natural, but killing your inner child, that is a choice, a painful one, because the child inside you is not immaturity. It's your creativity, your joy, your hope, your innocence, your courage to dream, your ability to love without fear. The child is your soul. Red Heart moral of the story. Don't let the world convince you that joy is childish. Don't let fear silence your imagination. Don't let responsibility kill your dreams. The child inside you is not your past. That child is your purest self, the version of you untouched by fear, failure, or judgment. Keep that child alive. Because the moment you let that child die, you stop living and start existing. If this story touched your heart, then let your finger do one small thing. Hit that like button. And if you want to walk with me in more such journeys, then subscribe. Our next story might just find you before you find it. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye-bye. Red Heart.